I'm just walking to meet Rick because the Running Channel have asked us to come up with the most common mistakes that new runners make. So I've been having a think of these and I'm going to tell Rick mine and then he's going to tell me his too.
Can't for the life of me think why they've asked me to do this. Okay, so we've each chosen 4 mistakes that we both made when we started running. Tell you, mine are absolute bangers, mate.
Yeah, I've got quite a few good ones as well. A lot of mistakes were made when I started running.
Yeah? Well, I'm going to kick things off here with thinking, quite frankly, you needed all the gear to start.
I can see you with that one, Rick. All the gear and no idea?
Yeah, pretty much. I was kind of thinking I needed to get the fluorescent running kit for, night time, 3 different types of trainers. I even bought the wraparound sunglasses. I've never worn the sunglasses. But actually, there is a far more simplistic way to get started with running.
Yeah.
And that is buy yourself a very decent, supportive pair of shoes. So don't use your dad's shoes, don't use your mate's shoes if you're the same size. Get yourself a good pair, try and get yourself measured if you can.
Yeah, it doesn't have to cost the earth either. You don't have to pay top whack for the most expensive shoes out there because that doesn't necessarily mean that they're the best. And although you might want to invest a little bit in the future to help with your running, just get started with what you can get. That one was good, I'll give you that, but I think this one's better.
Right.
Don't do too much too soon.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to tell me about the 10% rule?
Oh, do you know about the 10% rule?
Well, I do, but I tell you what, you're better explaining it than I am.
Yeah, so just build up your mileage gradually. So the 10% rule is just do 10% more each time.
Yeah.
Maybe get yourself a training plan and follow that, stick to it. Get yourself a coach.
Yeah.
Couch to 5K, I know loads of people who've done Couch to 5K.
Couch to 5K is a really steady, quite simple way to get going.
I mean, it is the dawn of the running world.
Yeah.
Even if you've already been running for ages, if you've taken a break, maybe you've had a baby or whatever, you can go back to running by starting Couch to 5K again, for example.
And remember, comparison is the thief of joy. When you kick things off, you're not going to be going from, 0 to zoom. You're going to be going at a short, slower pace and building up.
Yeah, don't compare yourself to where you were before.
Okay, this next one really changed my running game.
Go on.
Don't think you can do every run at the same pace.
Good one.
It is,
I like
isn't
that.
it?
Yeah.
So basically, if you're starting out and you're going for a 5K run on a Saturday morning and you're doing it in 30 minutes, don't think the next week you can do it in 29 minutes, 30 seconds.
Well, no, I mean, you might be able to, but not if you do all of your runs at exactly the same pace. So you got to throw in speed sessions,
Tempo sessions,
fartlekking, recovery runs, slow runs. All of those runs are all different training stimuli for your body to adapt to, which means that you'll then get faster.
And it's blending the two together, so not doing all speed runs or all the tempo runs, doing some at a conversational pace. I think so many runners forget that,
Yeah.
doing the conversational run.
Yep, talk test.
Conversational run is dead simple. Anna, can I have this conversation with you?
Whilst running.
That's it.
Okay, so that was a really good one.
Thank you.
But I've got one for you.
Okay.
Running in the wrong shoes. Yeah?
Yeah.
Painful feet, that's going to be a reason why you're going to not want to go out and run. If your running shoes hurt your feet, my friends have said this to me before, they're like, I love going for a run, but my trainers just hurt. And I'm like, you're in the wrong shoes.
Kinetic chain, so much is connected to your feet. When things go wrong with your feet, stuff starts to move upwards. The kinetic chain and how it works with running will transform your life when you start thinking about it because everything goes up your body. Pain down there equals pain up here. Also think about your running size of your shoe.
I'm actually a different size in certain brands. No, but in certain brands I can be like half a size up.
So kind of like going out shoes?
No. So in a Saucony I'll be a size 7, but in an Adidas I'll be a 6.5.
Really?
Yeah. So trying the shoes on in real life, or if you buy them online, buy a couple of sizes and then send the ones back, as long as they've got free returns, send the ones back that don't fit.
After what happened to me, this one is close to my heart.
Yeah, go on, I think I know what this is.
Don't skip cross-training.
You love a bit of S&C.
No, because you know what, Anna, it's amazing. So many people just really skip it. And I actually follow, with my pretty strict training plan, a 50-50 rule. So if I do 2 runs in a week, I should be doing 2 cross-training sessions a week. Now people are going, wow, that sounds absolutely enormous. But actually, you know what, that's what you should be doing. But that cross-training can be strength work, it can be cycling, it can be, you know, stuff that you just do around the house with bands. It doesn't have to be that tricky.
No, you don't have to go to the gym and smash out a load of weights for an hour for it to be considered like a good training session for your running. You're so right with just like some squats and some lunges and resistance bands. I mean, there's a glute circuit that my physio gave me. Oh, it's so painful, but it is so good.
Yeah, and if you're thinking 50-50 and it just scares the life out of you, start early. So start with one cross-training session and build it up.
Yeah, one's better than none. Okay, so one that loads of people are guilty of. I made this mistake. Not warming up and cooling down.
It's a time thing, isn't it?
It is. Manny told me off once for saying, oh, the first few miles of the warm-up. And I think a lot of people do think of their runs like that. It's like, oh yeah, well, I'm just going to take it easy for the first couple of miles and that'll be my warm-up. But actually, like doing things like drills, if you're doing speed sessions, is so important. Strides. And like then properly cooling down and taking recovery seriously after.
And that word that you'll probably hear quite a bit if you're just getting into running, DOMS.
Oh, I love a bit of DOMS. I don't, but when you first start running, who loves DOMS? When you first start running and your legs are so achy and you're like, I don't ever want to go running again because I don't want to be in this pain, it does get better. And like you don't always feel that way. The DOMS do subside once your muscles kind of get used to what you're doing to them. But things like massage guns, baths, oh, love a good bath after a run. All help with that recovery.
And it doesn't have to be an ice bath. This one is a bit of reassurance. Every run is not going to be amazing.
Oh my God, that's so true. That is really good advice.
External factors, you know, what's happened in your week, what you've been up to, stress, anxiety, stuff that comes into your day to day.
Maybe you haven't slept very well.
Maybe you've not eaten very well.
Yeah,
Maybe
true.
You've been out. It's just not going to be the same.
No. And the thing is, it might not even be that you can put your finger on exactly what it is. Sometimes you just go out and you just have a really shit run and you're like, that was really disheartening. But the key thing is just to like brush it off and just go again.
And it can be hard to brush it off.
Yeah, no, I know that is a little bit flippant, but I think if you just come to terms with the fact that not every run is going to be amazing, then I think it does become easier just to brush off the bad ones and go, okay, next one.
Next.
Lots of people start running because they want to run a marathon. Maybe they got a ballot place in the London Marathon that they weren't expecting. But from personal experience, don't attempt a marathon distance too soon. So like couch to marathon, it's not a really good idea.
No, it's not.
I did do it. It's not a really good idea.
Do you know what? I think this is because when people associate running, the first thing they think they associate it with is marathons.
Yeah, no, that's true, because people see the London Marathon on TV, like it's huge. But the marathon does take a lot of time to build up your running. So like really, you're looking at like a 16-week plan minimum.
It's a long time. And you know what, it takes a lot of time actually physically running, but it takes a lot of time out of your life as well. So other stuff that you were doing maybe at the weekends, you've got to curtail that.
Yeah,
and move
Sunday
it around.
is long run day.
Sunday's long run day. That is Sunday, and you won't be able to or fancy doing anything afterwards.
No, apart from nap and eat all the food.
Yeah, Sunday nights, you won't want to move.
No, absolutely not. But also, running a marathon, I just want to say, is 100% within your reach when you start running. But just
put it further down the line.
Yeah, just don't try and do it too soon.
Do a half first. Do a 5K. Do a 10K.
Yeah, definitely. Don't kill me, Rick. I know we picked 4 each, but I'm going to throw a sneaky little bonus on you.
You've got a bonus.
Yeah, it's a really good one. Don't skip watching the Running Channel videos, obviously. Very biased. But we're here every week giving you tips and tricks, how to improve your running, but also like cool challenges, we'll mix all of your running up. Subscribe now, your running will thank you for it later.
And if you want more tips like this, check out this video here, because this will give you a great base understanding in how to figure out running paces.